How's it going, everybody? This is Daniel.
I'm Christian.
We've got Matt Pants. We're joined by Roberto Moss, Too Tall, Little/Big Ronaldo, Aloysius Skipper Jenkins, the third, yet to say it all like a Tribe Called Quest. And we're honored to be joined by the man of the hour, the man who, without all of this, the UPW Uncensored would not be possible, CEO, president, owner of United Pro Wrestling, Jay Parton. How are you doing tonight, Jay?
How's it going, man? I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing good. Was that a good introduction?
It was brilliant.
Okay, good. I've been practicing, yeah.
In the mirror every day for 3 weeks.
So before we get started, we just want to thank our sponsors. I'm going to go ahead and blast them up here on the screen. Just like Jay, without these sponsors, none of this would be possible. So we've got Jackson Law Center. We've got the Tobacco Barn. We've got Flawless Entertainment, Fathers Reunited, Inc. Worldwide, Just in Time Cleaning Solutions, Statewide Staffing, and Street Wars. So just a huge thank you to everybody that has sponsored this event. Just like without Jay, this would not be possible without you. Now let's get down to business.
Well, it's worth noting that the Tobacco Barn and Jackson Law Center are sponsoring our count 1, 2, 3 main events.
3 main events, and May, 3 of them. Where you got? When was the last time you were at a 3 main event show? No. I don't think you can say it because I don't think it's happened. We're doing it. I'm saying it's the first one ever.
For sure. Okay.
But Jay, let's talk about this event. What do you want people to know about Uncensored this upcoming Saturday? What do they need to do for tickets? I'm going to give you the floor. Let's stop talking.
Well, Uncensored this Saturday. Tickets are on Eventbrite. UPW Uncensored.eventbrite.com. We have a stat card Saturday. We have Bobby Fish, former WWE star, AEW, ROH. We have Alex Kane, who's climbing up the ladder in MLW. Well, he's the champion now, but
yeah, of course,
very talented individual. We have a women's triple threat championship match with Jada Stone, Amira Rose, and Audrey, which a lot of people are actually looking forward to that match. Actually, more than some of the men matches, honestly.
Yeah. It's going to be a great match.
We have some great commentary who are live with us now. Who's going to be with us, hopefully, from now on.
ASJ.
Thanks to Christian. Christian, I appreciate the hookup.
Absolutely.
But overall, it's a family-friendly show. Kids are welcome. Anybody can come. Just come enjoy live action.
It's going to be awesome. The last show, the crowd was hot. The crowd's going to be hotter for this one. I can just feel it. Doors are going to open at 6. If you have the meet and greet package, doors are going to open for you at 5. So if you want to come out and you want to meet some of these superstars before they get in the ring, get a chance to get their autograph, get a picture with them, you can find that meet and greet package and you can get there at 5. Otherwise, doors open at 6. Bell is at 6:30. It's going to be action packed. As soon as that bell rings, the show starts, and you are not going to want to miss a single second of it.
And something that is very exciting is from 6 to basically 6:30, there's going to be a pre-show running where we're going to have an interview with Gabriel Kai. Very exciting. We're going to have a hardcore title championship match. And we're also going to we're going to hear from the Divine Dynasty heading into their World Tag Team Championship match with Brutality Inc. All in the pre-show. So you're going to want to be there at 6.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's another thing, too. We are debuting our tag team championship. So Brutality Inc. or Divine Dynasty, one of them will come out as the winner and be crowned the first ever tag team champion, as well as the light heavyweight championship.
Yeah. Speaking of the light heavyweight championship, we've got one of the contestants of the light heavyweight championship. It's going to be an awesome match, and you're not going to want to miss it. But we are joined by Jackson Drake, the Carolina Reaper. How are you doing tonight, Jackson?
Salutations, gentlemen.
Hey, I say that
too. How am I doing? I could be better. I got a slight bone to pick with Mr. Booker Man and Mr. Promoter Man, but that's all right.
What can we help you with, man?
What can you help me with?
Yeah, I'd love to help you.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Cool. Yeah, because we're men here, right? We're not women and children. We can coherently communicate our thoughts and emotions and feelings,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So let's play pretend for a second.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm good at
All right. I'm not Jackson Drake. Okay.
So you're Oliver Sawyer.
Easy
Well,
there.
that wraps up the interview.
Let him talk.
Yeah, good idea.
gonna-
Good idea.
I'm
Let's
muting his-
pretend. Let's pretend I'm a wrestling promoter. All right. Let's say I'm one of you, right? I'm just some douchebag who likes comic books, video games, and porn a little too much, maybe. And I run wrestling shows, right? So I decide I'm gonna run a wrestling show, and I'm gonna call this wrestling show Uncensored. Okay? I decide I'm gonna book Jackson Drake for my show that's called Uncensored. Now let's be honest, Jackson Drake, if he's known for anything, it's not having a squeaky clean vocabulary.
It's
So
true.
now Jackson Drake, being the good Samaritan that he is, goes out of his way, takes the time out of his life to cut you this immaculate, exquisite, just goddamn filet mignon of a promo, and I drop an F-bomb. I drop an F-bomb in my promo for a show called Uncensored. And then what do you guys do? You censor your soon-to-be first-ever lightweight champion. Not only your soon-to-be first-ever lightweight champion, but the most handsome gentleman that you've got on your roster. I would be going out of my way. I would be making any and all little and big accommodations to make sure I'm good. The floor is yours.
Edit. How y'all gonna fix it?
Yeah, let's hear the response. We've got management here.
Christian,
I look forward to
I'll
it.
let you handle it.
Oh, thank you so much for that,
This
man.
man is so handsome. Why aren't roll out the red carpet for him?
Well, I
Let him
get it.
wrestle with a
I
mic.
get it.
Mic him up like they do NFL players. Just let him talk.
I get it. I completely understand where you're coming from, and I get it. But there also will be kids at this show. Now, I can keep you from saying what you're saying from
Them
what we can
kids.
control, but the thing is, I know we can't control Jackson Drake.
Once he gets the ring.
I
Smart
know
man.
once that bell
Smart
rings,
man.
there's no one who can control Jackson Drake. And
So it's not amateur hour, okay.
No, sir. It's because I respect you. It's inherent respect.
Rightfully so. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Those three opponents that you're walking into the ring with, is there respect there for them?
He's thinking.
I mean, with all three of these men, I've bled with them, I've sweat with them, I've cried with them. But at the end of the day, it's kill or be killed. So no, sir. They're nothing more than casualties on the battlefield to me in the end.
So you faced all of these men before. You faced Diego Hill. You faced Manny Lowe. Hell, you're a tag team champion with Manny Lowe. You've gotten in the ring before many a time, more times than you can probably count with Jay Malachi. How do you go into this match? How are you preparing? What does your training look like for this match?
I'm doing what I always do, man. I get up and I go to work. I get home. I whip off my shirt, take my nipples out, start hitting my ropes in my ring that I got in my backyard. I start doing my burpees. I start taking my bumps. I'm as ready as ever. You know? I see my ex-best friend. I see my ex-tag team partner. I see my ex-brother, Jay Malachi, walking around with all this gold, all this drip on his shoulders. And I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me a little bit jealous. But the good thing about jealousy is it's a hell of a motivator. You're going to find that out in Raleigh, North Carolina this Saturday, October 7th.
Let's say you win the belt. What are you going to do to elevate that belt?
When I win this lightweight championship, I'm going to take it all over the place with me. I'm working on getting my passport right now, so I will make the lightweight championship a world championship. I'll defend it against anybody and everybody. What can I say? I'm ready to eat with this thing, sleep with this thing, shit with this thing, F word with this thing. I'm gonna treat it like my baby.
F word.
Where I go, it goes.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to F word with a belt?
Love it.
Well, I mean, I'm excited for Saturday. You're not going to want to miss it. The Carolina Reaper, Jackson Drake. You can't censor this man. He is who he is. And he might be our next UPW light heavyweight champion.
My
I
money's
can't wait
on
to
Jackson.
see it. My
Could
money's
be,
on
who knows?
Jackson.
My money's on Jackson. I think I'm pointing at him right now.
You know why they call him the Carolina Reaper?
Einstein right above me right here.
Yeah.
Because he's hot. Look at him. This man is gorgeous. Look at him.
Keep it spicy, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. That's going to be a good match.
Oh, yes, it is.
You cannot put a censor on this man.
It's such a
He
good
does
point.
have a point, though.
It's a
There is
great
a
point.
show called Uncensored, and we're trying to censor him.
Yeah, I mean that's
Nope.
on me. That was that was something that I thought would be appropriate.
Yeah.
But I understand why he feels that way. That's fine.
But I can just tell you, this is a match that, like, anywhere else, any other card, this would be the main event.
Oh my
Definitely.
god.
You got Jackson Drake coming off of the Firestar Championship, DPW Championship, traveling
Same
all
outfit.
across the world in this match. You've got Diego Hill, just got back from California at Prestige Wrestling.
I
Diego
saw
Hill
that.
has gotten in the ring with some crazy opponents that can do some crazy things. Got Jackson Drake, who needs no explanation. This dude is as technical as they come. And then you've got Manny Lowe, who's only been in the business for a year, but is wrestling circles around people that have been in there for 10 years. This is going to be a match that is worth the price of admission alone.
Oh yeah, it's going to be high flying. It's going to be nonstop, and we're going to get a champion. And I mean, I think it's going to be a champion who's going to be around for a long, long time, and I can't wait to see it happen.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of champion, we have a guest that's about to come on who is fighting for the world championship here. But before he joins us, we're going to play a little bit of a package that we have that's put together for this match and just kind of give you an idea of what you can look forward to.
Bojack, how long have we known each other now? A few years? In that time, I've watched you change and evolve, get better, grow, win championships, awards, accolades. Are on the PWI 500, number 410. That is not a small task. I've watched you do everything in this business. Everything except beat me.
October 7th, for the first time, I defend my UPW Heavyweight Championship against a man I'm very familiar with, Mr. 24K, Trey Havoc. Not only will I go into October 7th looking to defend my championship, I go into October 7th looking to right a wrong.
See, March of this year, you stepped to the next level pro wrestling heavyweight champion, and I put you down for 3, becoming a name on a very small list of people who have beaten you clean. And October 7th, the champion changes, but the story doesn't. The story remains the same, and new United Pro Heavyweight Champion, Mr. 24 Karat Trey Havoc.
Trey, what I want you to realize is that I am at my most dangerous when I have a championship on my shoulder, when my back is against the wall, when I have to defend my house.
Because I am the MMOG. I am the man made of gold. Bojack, I will see you October 7th.
Trey, you got the better of me last time, but I can promise you I will not allow that to happen again. October 7th, you are stepping into the ring with the Dreadlock Demolition Machine, and October 7th, you will be stepping into the ring with a champion. And this champion is not losing anytime soon.
Ooh. That doesn't make you want to see this match. I don't know what will. Welcome, Trey Havoc, the man that is challenging the UPW World Heavyweight Champion, Bojack, in this event. How are you doing tonight, Trey?
I'm fantastic. I was
looking at my shelf, and I was like, where am I going to put United Pro Heavyweight Championship once I defeat Bojack for it? You know I'm undefeated against Bojack, right? Yeah, you know, because I just told you again, I am undefeated against Bojack. So coming into this main event caliber match, I will once again put Bojack's shoulders to the mat and become the new United Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. How y'all doing?
Hey Trey, how are you?
Well said, man.
Pretty good, buddy. How about you?
Good to
I
see
am
you.
good.
Good.
I am so excited for this match.
Oh yeah, me too. Very excited.
Mr. 24K, I got a question for you.
Of course you do.
Seeing that you are undefeated against Bojack, what's your game plan going into this? Is there anything changing, or are you just...
You heard it right there, man. The game stays the same. See, again, I've beaten Bo. Bo's never beaten me. So I'm already up here rent free. And now, Bo is the one with everything to lose. I'm the one with everything to gain. So come October 7th, come this Saturday, I will take something else from Bo. And I love Bojack. I love him to death. Me and him have gone back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. But when it comes to what we do here, I've got to solidify myself as the best.
If Bojack has everything to gain, doesn't that make it more dangerous?
Yes. I have everything to gain. That makes me more dangerous. See, we know Bojack. We know Mr. 410. We know the man that is the dreadlock demolition machine. Everybody knows him. I have been on the come up in the background, in the shadows, and it is my time to make my name at his expense.
Again.
So
Victory.
Again.
you're coming into a new promotion. You're coming into UPW for the first time. What do you want the fans of UPW to know that when you step through that curtain, when your music hits, what do you want them to know about Mr. 24K Trey Havoc?
I want them to know that I am the MMOG. I am the man made of gold. I think you said it. I've got the Midas touch.
Yeah.
Everything I touch turns to gold. And I want them to remember that when I'm gone and when I come back. Know that they're going to get the absolute best that Trey Havoc has to offer.
Okay. That's very well said. And if Bojack's watching this right now, I want you to act like he's right in front of you. What do you have to say to Bojack?
Bojack, I've said everything that I need to say tonight. I love you like a brother. But come October 7th, I'm going to have to put you down like an old dog.
All right, well said. Definitely not a match that you want to miss at all. This is one of our 3 main events. We have 3 main events. All of them are equal in my book as far as what you're going to get. Bojack is incredible. Trey Havoc is incredible. Bojack has everything to lose. Trey Havoc has everything to gain. These guys are going to be fighting like their life depends on it. And not a match you want to miss.
Definitely don't want to miss it.
It's also going to be a host match. Big meaty man slapping meat.
Big meaty man. I love it. Like these dudes, like I would not want to get into the ring with a lot of like 95% of wrestlers. These are 2 guys that I would like run across.
I would actively run from.
Yeah,
actively run away.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be awesome. You guys definitely want to miss it. You don't want to miss this. And just a shout out to Jackson Law Center and Tobacco Barn, who are the sponsors of our main event, for making this match possible, which is a match that, like we said, can't miss it. Thank you, Trey. Any last words you want to leave us with? Anything you want to talk about? Your football team doing good these days?
Oh, yeah, my Eagles are doing real good.
Go Birds.
And
Go
I'm
Birds.
real happy about that. But you know what I'm even more happy about?
What's that?
Adding a second championship to my roster. That is what I'm really happy about.
Awesome. Well,
Travel bag is getting a little heavy. I
yeah.
like it.
Real heavy.
Awesome. Well, Best of wishes to you in your quest to add another championship to your collection. You are the man made of gold, Mr. 24K Trey Havoc. We appreciate you so much for joining us. I think the fans of UPW are going to love you, and I can't wait for them to see what Trey Havoc is all about. The man that never has an angry face, the man that's always smiling. Once he gets in that ring, it's all over. Thank you, Trey.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much.
All right, give me a second while we get this back up.
God, that match is gonna be good too.
Oh,
Man, I feel like most of the time it'd be pretty cool to be Bojack, but I wouldn't want to be Bojack against
No.
Trey Havoc. Are you kidding me?
these
I
guys.
don't want to be the ring.
Reinforced, my friend.
Yeah.
Reinforced.
The ring, the ropes. I don't want to be in the first row, if I'm honest.
First steel ring.
These are
First
big.
steel ring in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This
gonna be
is,
crazy.
like you said, big meaty men slapping meat all
Slap
over the ring.
all the meats.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
So we're talking already about one of our main events. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about this match before we move on?
It's kind of cool because it was a situation where the original uncensored world title main event was Bojack and Fodder. And when that couldn't happen, there was no better guy to fill that spot than Trey Havoc. And we really can't oversell how significant the acquisition of Trey Havoc is. He truly is the man made of gold, and it'll be very interesting come this Saturday if he can continue his winning ways against Bojack.
Yeah. Regardless of who wins that match, the crowd's going to win.
Absolutely.
Christian, who you got your money on?
Ooh. I can't. This is not one I would put money on because I would lose money because I would not bet against either
Would
man.
not be a smart bet.
This is a pick 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think Trey Havoc, Mr. 24 Carat, is coming home with the belt. He already said he's undefeated. When it comes to Bojack, anytime him and Bojack is in the ring, he comes up on top. So
He has a big advantage.
yeah.
right.
So there's not a lot of people that can say that they have that on Bojack either.
Absolutely. But it kind of feels like that baseball thing that, like, after a certain amount of time, is Bojack due? Is he due to finally figure it out?
Right. Like he's motivated to break the streak in some way. He can't.
He knows what doesn't work.
Time.
He knows what doesn't work. It'll be interesting if he goes about it. Trey's going to keep his strategy the exact same. You heard it here. Is Bojack going to give him something he's never seen before?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I guess you can lose for the entirety of time. Shout out.
One
Cleveland
thing
Browns.
I will do is, if you keep something the same, sometimes it might not always work.
yeah. Exactly. Look
Trey
at the
may have to do
Patriots.
something. If he wants to win this title, he may have to change something up
Yeah.
to get that pin over Bojack.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be, like I said, one of our three main events. And another one of our main event that I'm super excited for is Alex Kane versus Tim. I'm going to play a quick video for that, and then we'll hop right into talking about this.
October 7th, United Pro Wrestling. We have Tim, the Infinite Man, of the tribe of Black Cloud, and the Suplex Assassin Alex Kane, MLW World Champion, the tribe of the Kaiju.
Alex, I make no bones about it. We are not friends, the slightest.
We've met before in battle, but this time I'm beating your ass. I'm dog walking you.
You're gonna dog walk me, you're gonna beat my ass. Okay? What's after that? But this keeps us tied. So for Joe, for Boomaye, but most importantly for the culture, let's create.
I'm excited for this one.
We've got somebody on this panel that has a little bit of vested interest in one of these individuals' success. I'm going to give him the floor. But this is the match that I think I might be looking forward to the most tonight. banger. But Aloysius Skipper Jenkins the third, you got to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. What do you have to say about this match and your client, the Infinite Man, Tim?
Am I calling this match alone?
No.
Yeah.
Listen, ASJ, and the J stands for journalist. Okay.
It does.
Big J.
It really does. Big J. Journalism. Big J.
So, honestly, this is another match where the fans are going to win, no matter who comes out on top, right? These are two gentlemen who are at the top of their craft, with still so much upside, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at the MLW heavyweight champion. That's not anything to scoff at. This is serious business here.
The man that he had to beat for that held it for like well over a year. Alexander Hammerstone, dude, jacked to hell. So not only is he the champion, but he beat like a substantial opponent to win that.
Right. Not that gauntlet match that he won to get that shot. You know, This is hell of a competitor. But Tim has also beat just about everyone that Alex has come across and won. Like, this isn't something like, oh, okay, well, maybe. No, they are literally neck and neck. They both sat under the same learning tree. It's just different branches. This is going to be incredible. And I'm excited for this. I am so excited for this. I'm excited for Tim to take the win back to Ohio.
Yeah.
Because we are winners.
Yes.
I have a question. Do you think that Tim will be a little tired coming off his last burlesque match?
Tired?
I mean, he had the match inside the strip club. That was, you got to be a little tired, no?
Tired?
That re-energizes you.
Is it re-energized? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
Personally, I get a little tired.
Yeah. I
When
will
you're
say,
and you don't believe in being tired. Energize and run.
infinite energy, man.
It's fair. It's fair.
This is light work. You know how many matches he has this weekend? One.
Can I tell you something?
Alex Kane. He is focused. He is zeroed in on this match. Last week, he had 3. Week before that, he had 3. This is light work. One match? This is an off weekend for him.
This is it.
Yeah. And this is his hometown.
Yeah,
and it's his hometown.
He's hometown kid, man.
He's got the advantage. He's got a win over Alex Kane, and he's in a hometown advantage. Just kind of like we were talking about with Trey. You got that one up on somebody. You definitely have an advantage.
And iron sharpens iron, man.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron, and adversity only raises the bar. And these guys are competitors. They're going to make each other better, and they're going to compete. They're going to compete at the highest level. And, like, this isn't just a great match for the state of North Carolina, because it objectively is. But this could main event anywhere, like, not just in America. This could main event anywhere in the world. These are two of the very best in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I may not be the one to point this out, but just like Tim ended the video, there's a lot on this line for them in their career. But Tim mentioned in his promo, this match is for everybody that looks like Tim, that may have been told they can't do this. This is for the culture. Like I said, I'm probably not the best person to say this, but there's a lot more on this line than just a victory, and I think that's really important.
Exactly. Another thing I would like to point out. We do a show. Well, we go to a show in Georgia every month. And for the past 2 months, you know who's been there? Alex Kane. So you know what we've been doing? We've been watching. We've been observing. We've been taking notes. We've been studying tape. Yeah. We are not taking this lightly. We are taking this super duper serial right now.
Where'd you get a VCR?
What?
Goodwill.
You're watching tape? Where'd you get a VCR?
You know what I mean.
Sorry, I was just curious.
So if you're not able to make the show, you guys have this kind of relationship to look forward to. But if you can't make the show, you better have a doctor's note. I'm just gonna say it. You better have a real reason not to be there.
You're gonna want to slide into that DM and be like, "This is why I couldn't make it," because you're not gonna want to miss this show.
You're gonna feel embarrassed if you don't go to the show because your son's graduating or it doesn't matter.
You're gonna
hey, come watch wrestling.
I don't care if Big Lotto is in town giving away a show for free. Okay.
Whoa. Big Lotto.
Yeah, I had called out sick.
You're gonna pay for a seat, but you're only gonna need the edge of that seat. Come this Saturday.
This match is gonna be killer. We've got a lot of other matches on this card. Is there anything else you guys want to say about this match? Alex Kane is amazing. Tim is amazing. Another one of our main events brought to you by Jackson Law, brought to you by Tobacco Barn. Just incredible. Bravo, guys. You guys put on a card that me as a fan would die to see. And I get to work here, and that just is incredible. So kudos to you guys.
Perhaps even sponsored by Big Lotto.
Shooting that shot.
So let's talk about one of our other matches that's going to be coming up. This match is it's for the hardcore title. You mentioned it earlier, but we have Will Bannon, the man who beat Lord Adrian at the last show, against Maurice Moss. What are you guys looking forward to with this match?
Well, it's for the hardcore title, which is basically the one spot in the UPW show where rules go out the window, and we just get to see guys go at it. No rules, just see what happens. And he put out an open challenge. That's what's important here, is he put out an open challenge, and within hours, Maurice Moss said, "I accept your challenge." And he had some heated words for him. He brought up the timeline that, yes, this is during Will Bannon's honeymoon.
Yeah. That's dedication right there.
Do y'all have thoughts on that? How's that affect the mindset going into I mean, you're not going to be focused on wrestling.
Well, first off, he's not going to be well rested because he's sleeping on the couch.
Yeah. As someone who just recently got married, I appreciate you. I almost forgot what time we were getting married, so I don't even know what I would be thinking of outside of what that was. So I don't know. And there's chairs, I'm assuming, and sharp things all around, and that's not. Yeah.
Will Bannon came to the ring last show with a shopping cart filled with weapons.
He did.
That's
He's
scary.
a different kind of cat. cat.
What, he got afraid on the way? Like, what?
And what's interesting here is Maurice Moss he's not a hardcore wrestling guy. He's a fighter. He wants to fight, and he wants championship gold. And so despite the fact that this is a match background that maybe he's not completely familiar with, maybe it isn't his go-to style, he just wants to fight, and he was ready for a fight.
Yep.
I think it should also be noted that this is the first match you're going to see if you come to this. This is the very first thing you're going to see happen.
This match is happening while you're trying to find your seat. That's what you're getting at Uncensored.
And we'll sell you the whole seat. The whole seat you can have.
Getting hit over somebody's head.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm a big souvenir giver. A huge guy to give souvenirs. I don't know why. I just see stuff gets thrown at me. Magnet. So sit near us, front row. A little bit higher, but worth it.
Awesome. Yeah, this match is not one you're going to want to miss. Will Bannon, crazy man, crazy weapons. Maurice Moss, something with a lot to prove. Somebody who's got a lot of proof in this next match who's about to join us. They are competing for the beautiful new UPW Tag Team Champions. I'm going to play a clip. And then we're going to bring on one or both of Brutality Inc. So sit tight and let's see what these guys were into over the past week.
Oh, Marky Mark, Mr. Alex Evans, I don't see you nowhere. We're here where you cut all your promos, where you talk all the smack. But there's no way you can jump us from behind now, because where are you gonna come out of? Mark James.
Where they at?
Hey, Alex Evans. Where? Where you at? United Pro Wrestling. The Divine Dynasty is going to make their debut October 7th in Raleigh, North Carolina. And there's going to be no more hiding, boys. There's going to be no more sneaking up from behind and trying to sneak attack us.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh my God. We don't gotta sneak attack you. Oh. But it's just so much fun. See you October 7th, boys.
Well. We're joined by the two men behind that attack. We've got the brute, Mark James, and we've got the
what?
The man.
The
guys.
There you go.
Alex Evans.
There you go. Crack out your tongue there, Daniel. You all right? You intimidated? You scared? What's wrong?
Yeah. Well, they say you ride alone, and I can see why you ride alone. You're a lone warrior. You're a lone hawk, except when you got your man Mark James here.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Mark. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. How are you? Hey, how in the hell is this not a main event match? You're getting your first ever UPW Tag Team Championship. There's only 3 main events though, Alex. We don't rate a main event. We don't rate a main event on a show beating everybody in your main events.
Yeah, I guess an inaugural title match doesn't classify as a main event, but that's okay. We're just going to steal the show anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. I've beaten everybody in your main events, just so you know. I've beaten all those top guys that are fighting for titles. I beat all of them. It's okay. You know what's funny? Tim, that guy that started a lineage, Tim, I beat him too. Joe Black beat him. What? And this ain't a main event? That's okay, fellas. How you doing? It's good to see all of you.
Hey, Mark. It's so good to see you, man. Hey, Alex.
How you guys doing?
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to hear from both of you.
The pleasure is all of yours. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's your pleasure.
Yeah. It is the reverse Chick-fil-A. It's our pleasure. So, guys, you're going into this match with the Divine Dynasty. You guys have been up to all kinds of shenanigans, chairs, sneak attacks. Are you worried? Are you worried that you're not going to be able to take them without the psychological edge? Is that why you guys are doing all of this tomfoolery?
Tomfoolery. Listen, what you guys call tomfoolery and all these sneak attacks, where I'm from, that's just called a good old-fashioned fight. And that's just what me and Mark do. We fight people when we want, how we want, wherever we want. And that's going to be no different come this Saturday.
Okay. I think Dynamite said it best. Mark James has been giving them generational ass whoopings, right? It's been for years, y'all. This ain't a new thing. I've been beating Divine's asses for years. I started with Mike Divine. Then I went on to beat up friggin' Dynamite down in Fayetteville. And I'll beat up AC2 come this weekend. It's all good, man.
Mark's
an equal opportunity ass whooper.
Mark's just working his way down the family tree when it comes to the Divines and whipping their ass. And I think we're just going to put a stop to it in the end of it this Saturday.
Okay,
Bro,
so
I might stick around just long enough for their kids to be born and whip their asses too.
That sounds like a great plan. I might join you on that.
Okay, so this is a match where it'll be a match. It's not a fight.
It'll be a match, Christian.
It's a sanctioned match.
It's a fight
where both of y'all are starting at the same time. Fair advantage for both sides. How are you going into this? How are you preparing?
The same way me and Mark prepare for every tag team match that we've ever been. Mark, before I came on here, I was sitting there thinking to myself, and I said, "Well, damn, have we ever lost a tag match yet?"
No. Not one.
Wow. So I'm curious as to why you guys think that we might lose this Saturday.
I wouldn't dare say that.
Okay. Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody?
I feel like you guys is not the proper term.
Yeah, I'm really glad we're not doing this in person. I just want to say that again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw it out there as a collective. If anyone wants to interject or go against what we're saying when we're saying.
Oh no, man. Jay just likes to hope. What'd you say? Aloysius? Skipper Jenkins the third?
You guys
Sorry, I had to say the whole thing. I had to say it every time, just like Drop Call Quest, right? I got you. Now, what were you saying?
Christian said you were going to lose.
Christian said I was going to lose. Look.
I did hear
Christian
that.
said you were gonna lose.
Christian may have said that. I'm going to tell you right now, Jay, I see you right in the middle. You be sending me little messages talking shit. I see you all the time. Oh, Divine's going to beat y'all asses. Divine's going to beat y'all asses for what you did. I see it. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, Jay thinks we're going to get beat.
Well, I mean, shoot. Now that we're all here in the same quote unquote room, let's just go around the table. Daniel, who's going to win Saturday?
My buddy's on Brutality Inc.
Roberto?
The fans.
I'm sorry? No, for the match. Smartass.
All of us. I'm going to win. We're all going to win.
Who's going to be your new tag team champions come Saturday, Roberto?
The best team.
And that is?
The one that wins.
And that's going to be?
What am I? Unbiased journalist.
I don't know yet, buddy. I'm sorry.
You don't know? Okay. Well,
Roberto, they show up to people's houses. You need to understand that.
Christian,
what's your pick, Christian?
I wouldn't ever bet against you.
Okay, Jay?
Wouldn't bet against.
Don't answer that. That's okay. Aloysius?
New champ! New champ!
All right, we're good.
New champ!
Obviously, there's going to be.
We know
champs.
Jay can't be biased. I see you, brother. No worries. I got you.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, we're going to come in there and we're going to make a statement against the Divine Dynasty. Just so every single tag team that comes into UPW understands, Brutality Inc. runs that place. Plain and simple. Brutality Inc. is the top tier at UPW.
Made the best team.
We will.
A fan watching Clifford Stanley just said Brutality Inc. is going to be the new, and I'm going to yell it because it's all caps, new UPW Tag Team Champions.
Smart man.
New champ.
So you guys aren't worried about the blood bond that these guys have. Like, blood is thicker than water. You guys haven't known each other your whole
You're probably going to see a lot of theirs all over the ring come Saturday.
Man, no, I'm not worried about that. There comes, like, that just makes them susceptible to other things. You know what I mean? Like, they're family. They got that bond. Alex and I, we're family because we want to be, not because we have to be. It's a whole different world.
We actually got to choose who we want to be, that we want to be family. So,
hey, I was told that Divine Dynasty might be bringing a special guest to the ring with them too.
Who they gonna bring?
Pops?
Who? Mike?
Are you boys worried?
I put him in the hospital twice.
Are they gonna let him out of the damn retirement home in time for him to get over there?
Oh man, we got to be careful, buddy. Mike Divine's gonna be there too. Ooh, it's so scary. Look, I whooped Mike Divine's ass. First time I whooped Mike Divine's ass, it was probably 2009, 2010.
And he was.
So I'm no stranger. Yeah, he was 60 back then. What is he like? 105 now? Like, you got Methuselah in here trying to come to the ring with these kids and beat us up.
Just so it doesn't become a liability for you. Maybe you might want to tell him to keep that fossil at home so he can eat his mush and take care of his boys after they get home.
All right. Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I know we've been pissing these kids off. Like, I understand that, and Alex and I aren't stupid. Okay, we're gonna come in here, run our mouths. We're gonna talk all this junk. We know these kids are gonna bring everything they got and try and take us out on Saturday. They're gonna bring Mike with them to try and give them some crazy advice that ain't gonna work for them. They need to do something, and they probably have. They're from Selma, so it's not like they got to bring them far. You know what I'm saying?
They should leave them there then.
Yeah, it is what it is. But in the grand scheme of things, guys, like, we're winners. We're champions. I'm a champion literally everywhere I go. Yeah. Literally everywhere I go. Alex is soon to be a champion literally everywhere he goes. It's just a matter of fact and a matter of time that Brutality Inc. is going to come in and get our second tag team championship in as many tries.
And listen, there's a reason why the Divine Dynasty is in this tag team championship match against Mark and I, right? There's a reason why they're in it with us, because it's not that they're not good. It's not that they're not tough. They deserve to be in there. The only problem is that they're not as good as us. They're not as tough as us. So at the end of the day, the better, tougher team will win. And I think we all know that that's Mark and I.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. A lot of brutal words coming from these two. We're just going to have to see come Saturday. Thank you guys both for joining us.
You're welcome.
I said that
Thank you.
You guys were going to win. So when you see me there,
yeah, we'll talk Saturday, Roberto, face to face.
Now listen, before we go,
I look forward to it, bud.
I got one last question. Mark and Alex, now, if you guys do win, how often will you defend the titles?
As many chances as you give us. Every damn UPW show that you have, we will be there defending those tag team championships. Doesn't matter where it is, North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever you choose to run UPW, your tag team champions will be there to show the world why we are the best tag team coast to coast and worldwide going today.
Given you got people that earn a shot, you got to have worthwhile tag teams to earn that chance for that title defense. So we'll see how that goes, man. We'll talk. We got contracts. We'll talk, brother.
We'll fight anybody. It doesn't matter. But, boss man, I need to open up the bank and break out the big bucks for us to take on whoever you decide to bring in. But I promise
I'll get you with my lawyer. Man. He's good people. He knows his shit. He'll take care of it. Don't worry.
I bet he does.
He's kind of stuck up. But thank you guys so much. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. This match is going to be great. Thank you guys.
Pleasure's yours. Aloysius, my man. I'll see you.
All right. So, speaking of one championship match, we've got another one coming up. This one is for the women's title, and we have one of the contestants joining us right now. This match is between Jada Stone, current champion. We've got Johnny Shore, who has brought in two individuals to kind of stack the cards, but we are joined by the one of the members of the match, Amira Rose. So let us talk. How you doing, Amira?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. We're excited for your match. So we want to just give you the floor. We might have somebody joining us here in a second that might have something to say. So before they get on, the floor is all yours.
All right. So we all know that me and Jada has a little history or whatever. And as you guys know, we wrestled the last time, and she got the upper hand. But I'm not letting that slide, because Johnny Shore has me, as well as Audrey Allen. And we're going to try everything in our power to make sure that she doesn't walk out with that belt. Point blank, period.
So you've got an opportunity again for this belt. If you have the opportunity to come out on top, what are you going to do to elevate this championship?
Defend it anywhere I can. I mean, you already see what I do at other promotions. Just do the same thing. Elevate it. Make a name for it. Let people know that this is the women's title. Show the world what the women's title means. Not just let it be a belt. Just another belt that I have. No. Make it mean something.
And you do have championship experience. You mentioned just another belt. So you want to be Amira 2 belts, if I'm understanding you correctly.
Yes.
This match.
Do you think you two are going to be able to stay on the same page going into this match with Jada? Because the deck is stacked. Johnny Shore pulled his strings. But do you think y'all are going to be able to stay on the same page when it's about one championship, not two, but one?
Yeah, of course. Honestly, Johnny knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He didn't, find Audrey for no reason. He wants us both to make sure that Jada is down. And whoever gets it, gets it. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to walk out with that belt.
So let's say
it's a sure thing.
Yeah, it's a sure thing.
So let's say Audrey Allen and you come face to face, Jada nowhere to be found. What happens then?
We'll just have to see what happens on Saturday.
So the last match that you had was a 2 falls out of 3. So you've not only been in the ring for one match, basically been in the match with Jada for 3 times straight. You've wrestled other places.
Yes.
What do you think the keys are to get that title off Jada? She's very quick. She's very very fast, great move set. What are you doing to prepare in the ring for her going into this match?
All right, I think I lost you for a second.
Oh.
But I'm guessing you're asking like what are the keys to winning this match, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I've studied Jada. Like I said, I've been in the ring with her, so I know like her strengths. I know her weaknesses. Her strength is being in the air and her quickness. That is also my strength. So I know if I get her down, I slow her down, I keep her from being up in the air, then everything's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I got it.
Right. And we have Jada joining us in just 1 second. So you'll be able to kind of talk with her face to face. I'm just trying to find the link for her. A little behind the curtain here. You guys.
Who was that peeking up behind you? Is that someone we know?
Soulfly Manny Low, yes.
Soulfly Manny Low.
It's me, mother.
He's challenging for that light heavyweight championship come this Saturday.
We'll hear from him. We'll hear from him briefly. So this is a Mira spotlight. Jada should be joining us soon. While you have the floor, like where can people find you on your socials? Where else can people? What are the best ways to kind of connect with you?
So you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. They're all the same. It's at LILMCCIZZIE. So that should be Lil McKizzy.
Okay. McKizzy. Is there a history behind McKizzy?
No, I just took like my first name and my last name, and like in high school was trying to find something a little trendy, and made that and kept it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. On the subject of high school things, what is the most embarrassing username that all of you guys have? You guys have an old email that you're embarrassed to tell people at Food Lion?
I plead the fifth.
No, I won't hear it now.
We know who Buff Bagwell is, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have the username called Studley Stabs Well. Yeah.
Lord.
Uncensored this Saturday, everybody. Got to get your tickets. Make sure you buy those tickets, front row tickets. You can sit close to us and hear things like this before, we pop it on YouTube, which is where you're actually going to hear us.
All right.
Awesome.
Any luck, Daniel?
Yeah, I think we have a little bit of luck coming up. I actually sent the wrong link, so that's on me.
Boo.
Do you feel like lately I think you came off of a win the last time that I saw you, and the last time that I saw Jada in the same promotion, it was against Kiera Hogan, but it was a loss. Your win came against talent that was good, but not necessarily Kiera Hogan, with all due respect to who you were facing. Do you feel like maybe that gives her more of a, let's say, like a rev to the engine, like a little bit more of a head start, I suppose, like a running start, because she's coming off of some talent that's probably at your level and maybe is ready more so than maybe someone else just popping in out of nowhere.
So it seems like the connection don't like me.
Me?
No, like my connection keeps going in and out.
Oh.
I do like that name for you, the connection. The connection, Roberto Boss.
That's really good.
Beat you connect. I was saying, did you hear the question or?
I heard like the beginning of it, and like I said, it went out.
So, in the same promotion, which is basically like how I'm trying to do like a controlled sample size. So, your last victory was against someone who's good, but Jada's last defeat was against someone who may be a step above that, with all due respect to who you just fought. So do you think maybe that gives her a little bit of an edge, like a running start coming in against you, as opposed to someone who didn't go up against a Ring of Honor superstar?
Not necessarily, because at other places, I've wrestled people with the same experience as Kiera Hogan. So I would say we're pretty much neck and neck same. So no, I wouldn't say that.
Okay. And not to discredit wins against Nightmare, Ellie. There's been wins that are against Clara. There's been wins. I was just saying the most recent versus the most recent over here. But yeah, you both boast amazing resumes. That's no doubt.
I have a question for Miss Amira Rose.
Oh my God.
why haven't you used my card?
The card that you gave me that has the front and no back?
Yeah.
I mean, if you gave me the back with information, I'd probably be able to hit you up.
I know how to find you.
Okay. So.
Look, he found you. We're already right here.
I found you. What's good?
See, now this time I don't think it's the connection. I think
it's the connection.
She didn't want to talk to you.
It was the connection.
You started to speak. It's so
nah. It was a connection.
That effect.
Awesome. Well, I don't know that we're going to have Jada on, but if we have her on a little bit later, what is something, if she's watching right now, that you want her to know going into this match?
First of all, me and Cody are not cheaters. I don't know where she got that from. Cody put a little birdie in my ear, said that she was going around saying that we're cheaters. We did not cheat. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. We'll never be cheaters. And if she needs a manager, I know some people, so she can understand the ways of a manager. But Jada, sis, like I said, I'm coming for that belt, and there's nothing you can do about it. The odds are stacked against you, not me, you.
Period.
Period.
Awesome. Well, this has been
Shout out
great.
Kiera Hogan.
I feel like our next guest might just be around the corner. So we're going to play a little bit of an introduction, a little bit of something that one of our earlier guests, Jackson Drake, had to say. You'll get to hear the censorship that he thought. And then when we have, we're going to have Manny Lowe right after that. So let me play this clip.
So fly, Manny Lowe. You aight. We cool. We're tag team champions up in Tennessee, and you know I wouldn't mess with you if you weren't worth a shit, but I ask. Does it really matter how fly one thinks they are, if at the end of the day, they're just a broke bitch that can't afford their own ring in their backyard? No, I'm afraid not. Manny, you don't train like me, you don't work out like me, and you damn sure don't like me, so this is my nice way of saying to you that SoFly might want to fly a little low after Jackson Drake leaves him a sad, broken, embarrassed heap of a man October 7th.
Oh my God.
All right. Welcome to the virtual ring, Manny Lowe, SoFly. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing tonight?
I was doing great until I joined this podcast.
Yeah. Why is that? Which one of us do you like the least?
The least?
Yeah.
I think I have to go with Jordan, big four-headed ass. I can't stand his ass.
Who was that?
Oh, Jesus, I forgot. That's not it. What's his name in the top? Oh, Roberto?
Yeah, Too Tall Roberto.
Ah, yes. Too Tall Roberto Moss, four-headed ass.
You like the best in this podcast?
One of these persons signs your check. That's all I'm going to say.
Who I like the best?
Yeah.
I think I like that handsome young fellow in the left corner, in the bottom left.
Oh,
I think that's who I like.
Okay. Well, let's not dilly-dally around. Let's talk about this match and what we have going into it with you and 3 other gentlemen that you're all pretty familiar with. What are you doing to prepare for this match?
I'm doing what I always do. I'm throwing weight. I'm moving fast. And one thing about this match, everybody's supposed to be a high flyer, but I don't think people have been watching me too much, because I think I could throw everybody in this match with quite a bit of ease. Y'all put me in this junior heavyweight match, but I'm just hitting the dang on cap. You feel me? I'm at the mark. But
you have gone out of your way to say that you are not a high flyer.
I'm not.
Which I think gives you a certain edge in this match, because you're coming at it with a different mentality, a different style. How do you think that gives you the edge over a Jay Malachi, over a Jackson Drake, over a Diego Hill?
I'm the heaviest and strongest one in this match.
So what are they going to do except for move faster than me? And that's barely move faster than me. I can beg to differ that they won't move faster than me at all. So I have strength, I have size, and I have quickness to my advantage. What do they have? They have a name. People know them more. Does that mean they're gonna win? Because I know you. I know you. I know David in this corner right here. I know Aloysius Skipper Jenkins III in this corner right here. Does that mean they're gonna win a wrestling match? I don't think so.
In keeping up with that theme though, you came into wrestling a little bit before I got there. I've called a lot of your matches. You're right. I didn't see you take an L in public for almost a year. That's a legitimate stat. What do you attribute the meteoric rise, and do you understand now that your talent has been seen so much that you are in fact in a match with whom most people consider some of the most talented around here? Have you fully comprehended that part, and you still just I'm gonna run right through them?
I've known this from the jump. Anybody that's known me since I started, I thought I was the best before I even had my first match. So I'm just showing everybody what I thought from the beginning, that I'm the best and I'm here to stay. Y'all just don't know yet. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get y'all accustomed to it real soon.
Yeah. How do you respond to Jackson Drake saying that you're a broke little bitch because you don't have a ring in your backyard?
Quote.
That's a quote.
I've been in that ring. I've seen his father build that ring with them shitty ass little pads in the wood that he chopped down from them trees. I don't care if I'm a broke little bitch if I can't have a damn a backyarder ring in my backyard. That don't mean shit to me. I'll train at a good facility inside some air conditioning, and I'll get my workouts in where I can.
Awesome.
None of us have rings in our backyard, so we're with you, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't want fleas and ticks from trying to train outside.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. But
sounds like trailer trash to me.
Getting them fleas because he's got that dog in him.
Thank you so much, Manny. We appreciate you coming on. We're excited for this match. Not a high flyer. Super
Don't
excited.
you dare call him a high flyer.
Hang on, Daniel. Manny, how confident are you that you're going to win this title?
How confident am I?
Mm-hmm.
I am 100% sure that I'm taking this title home. Because you've seen the votes. Nobody expect me to win, which is blasphemy. But I know what I can do. I know what they can do. And I know how my skills match up. And I'm coming home with that title.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I'm rooting for you. My name is Daniel. It's not David, but that's so close that I'm going to let it slide.
You sure it's not David?
It's not David, yeah.
Oof.
There's
It's
a David
okay,
in this
though.
group somewhere.
No, it's okay.
No Jordans, no Davids.
Yeah.
None of those.
Is that Charles up there in the blue hat?
Hi, I'm Christian.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Thank you so much. We promise we won't hold it against you.
Lucky.
Best of luck, man.
All
right. Have a good one. All right. We're going to be joined by Jada Stone here. We're also going to be joined by Trey Derula next. Once we get this squared away. So Jada is competing in the women's title match. We just heard from Amira, and we also have Trey here who's competing against Love and War. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hi. Hey, what's going on, bro?
How's it going?
Good,
So let's hear from Jada first because we just had Amira on. She had a lot to say. What do you have to say going into your match on Saturday with Amira and Audrey Allen?
So actually, I feel like honestly the odds are stacked against me. Sorry, and I'm at training right now because I'm preparing for this. You know, I got to prepare for cheaters because that's what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's basically 3 against 1 because I got Cody, I got Audrey, and I got Amira. And I also wrestled Amira plenty of times, and I already know how she get down. But she says we're on this tour, yada yada yada. But I beat her majority of the time. I think she only beat me like once or twice. Jada's still in the lead, and that's why I'm the UPW Women's Champion. I'm the champion for a reason, and Saturday I'm going to prove why I am the fighting champion because I'm going to beat all three of them. And I'm going to count their little manager too because obviously Amira couldn't do the job. So now he has to find another girl he can manage to try to beat me. And I just don't understand what the beef with Jada is. But when I come out on top, the victory will be even better. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for the match too. How are you going to prepare to basically with a 2-on-1 match? How are you preparing for that?
I've just ran some heat drills, and it was 2 against 1. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just preparing myself on what I think they could do. So really all I have to do is be smarter and quicker, and that's literally what the spark is. And Amira knows from experience that the spark is something dangerous. And now I just got eyes in the back of my head. So I'm just ready for all the cheating because that's all they do. And I know Cody is gonna get involved. Sorry, Johnny Shore. He's gonna definitely get involved in some way, somehow. So I just got to make sure. Maybe if I can like flip the script on them, like have them turn on each other or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm gonna do something. I can't
Your
tell all
mind's
these
at
guys
work.
my secrets. You know.
You're preparing. Yeah, we're super excited to see.
No one
you.
puts Jada in a corner.
Yeah, no one puts Jada in a corner. We kind of did because you're like almost in a corner, but
They did.
Yeah.
Never again. Never again. We learned our lesson.
Hold on one second. I'll fix it. Sorry, Jay. Nobody
You're
puts
all
Jada in a
good.
corner.
No one puts Jada in a corner.
It's good. I mean, they all do, but it's fine. It's fine.
Awesome. Well, we're super excited to hear from you, and we're super excited for this match. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Hi. All right. Now we have
Trey, how we doing?
Is it time to talk about me now, or?
Yeah, let's talk about you, man.
So you have a big time match against Love and War, which is Stephen
time.
Meeks and Grant Watts, and this is a tag match.
Yeah. And
Talk to
before-
me. Talk us through it.
Yeah, man, you got a technical wrestler like Grant Watts from the same home that I'm from. I know Grant. I'm very familiar with his tactics. But you got Stephen Meeks, Mr. What is it? Love people through wrestling. I don't know much about him, but on Saturday he gonna know about me. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So this is your first time stepping into UPW. For those watching at home and for those who've never seen you, what do they have to look forward to and what do they have to expect?
Expect the unexpected. You've seen everything. You got, everybody's going to be coming for, Alex Kane. They're going to be coming for Bobby Fish, for Jay Malachi, for Jackson Drake, for SoFly Manny Low, for the women's match. But they're going to leave for the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? This is my first opportunity at UPW. I'm going to do everything in my power.
So we've got your tag team partner, codenamed Flex, in the comments here. He said that you have made the 100% right decision teaming with you. How are you going to this match? This is somebody you've never teamed with. How do you prepare for that? Going against a team that has teamed before, that has experience, has chemistry. How are you guys preparing for this match?
When you say that, Flex has being in a tag team with Gemstone. I don't have experience with him, but he has that experience. He can bring that to the table, and I'm pretty sure with whatever he got to the table, we got a little bit more than Mr. Love and War over there.
Are you worried, being that you're the resident Ooter, where we come from, are you worried that being with the first paratrooper, or not first, the only paratrooper in wrestling, that maybe you might get some bullet holes in the parachute?
You can never not be worried. Where I come from, you don't trust nobody. But in this moment right now, my mission, and I'm sure his mission as well, is to take down Love and War, and we're gonna get that done. If he, wants to go that way, we can go that way. I mean, for real, like
The commonality of the goal. What does it mean to you? Like if it all goes belly up, then what is it that you're holding on to with him that's like, I got to push through because we need this match? Why is this match important to you?
this match is important to me because this is my debut at UPW.
Okay.
This is where I want to be the top star. You got all these guys, man. I want to be that guy. So this is my first opportunity to be that guy here at UPW. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna take it. October 7th, this Saturday. And you're gonna see.
It's safe to say you've got a lot on the line. You're going to give it your all, and they're going to see the real Trey Arula, and I think a lot of people are going to be surprised.
I've seen it. It's awesome.
So,
For
question.
sure.
This is your debut, right? You're coming out
is.
guns blazing. You
Guns
got
blazing.
Coleman Flex in your corner. What happens if you lose?
I haven't thought about that because I don't think about losing. We got Grant Watts, we got Stephen Meeks. In my head, I don't see that. I don't see them beating us straight up.
Grant Watts is a
He's
prodigy.
a talented performer.
Grant
I've
Watts is
beaten
a
him.
prodigy.
I've beaten him one-on-one in another promotion. I've beaten Grant Watts.
I just want to make
I'm
sure
not
you're coming
afraid.
in. I want to make sure you're coming in with all. Don't underestimate him. A lot of people have done that. Grant's put down a lot.
Underestimating. I know Grant Watts. I know he's the pure heart Grant Watts for a reason. I'll say that.
Yeah.
With that fire. But so do I.
All right.
This Saturday.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Right?
I think this match is going to surprise a lot of people. And there's one more match that I think is gonna it's my go-to match. This is the match I'm most excited about. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. Daniel, if you want to take it from here.
Yeah, I'd happily take it from here. So we have our main event. Thank you, Trey, for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us. Definitely a match that we want to look forward to.
On Saturday. Come out.
Yeah.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, and before we go, let's take a listen to what your tag team partner has to say going into this match.
The goal of the United States Army is to win the hearts and minds of the people. But Saturday, October 7th in Raleigh, that's not the case. Stephen Meeks, while I respect what you're trying to do by loving people through wrestling, love can't exist on a battlefield, which makes you the problem because you just don't get it. And Grant Watts, you made the unfortunate mistake of choosing Stephen Meeks as your partner, and you're probably the best technical wrestler in this match. It absolutely baffles me. But Trey Arula, you, my friend, made the smart play because I have been in the trenches. I've been in the foxholes with enemy fire coming down, and we've got to figure out a way to take them out. And Saturday, that's exactly what you and I will do. We will end Love and War together.
Bold statement from Old Game Flex.
He's got some heat. They have heat with Stevie Meeks.
Yeah, that's one thing we didn't talk about is you have the love aspect of Love and War. You have the hug that's going to come after the cannon strike, and everybody. It's a very war-equipped match. Then you've got this guy in the corner who's taking things a little bit differently. How would you guys prepare for Stephen Meeks?
He's a different kind of cat.
Probably just a lot of psychedelic drugs and prayer, meditation. No, try to beat him at his own game.
Yeah.
I'm not a bump and feed boy, so I'm.
Damn.
Awesome. So what I want to do before we talk about this last match is run through the matches again and kind of talk about who we think is going to win. So first off, let's go ahead. We've got Grant Watts got Steven Meeks, Love and War versus Trey Derula, codename Flex. Who do you guys have your money on?
Trey and Flex might pull it off.
Yeah.
Trey convinced me. He showed his teeth and everything. Trey and Flex. I go with them.
What about the rest of you guys?
I think last show it was Love and War. Before they were called Love and War,
yeah,
they were against Brutality Inc. And they had frustration. They couldn't get on the same page, and ultimately that cost them the match.
Yeah.
I think here they're getting back on course. I think here they're a little bit more focused. Steven Meeks, if he can care more about winning a wrestling match than loving people through wrestling here, if they get on the same page, I don't think there are many teams that are better than Love and War. I think they have this factor that people can really get behind. So my money is on them.
Okay. Roberto, Too Tall, Little Ronaldo, Big Ronaldo, the Meet with the Heat.
I think Grant Watts is and Steven Meeks are the favorites.
Okay.
I think they have to be. I think Grant Watts holds some noteworthy wins. Watched Grant Watts pin Robert Martyr clean in the center of a ring. I've watched Grant Watts lose only in the past year. I've seen Grant Watts only lose. I've seen to Lucky Ali. That's it. So I think Grant has to be the favorite.
But here's the thing.
Grant and Steven, sorry, Love and War.
Yeah, so you're talking about Grant Watts. You're talking about him as a singles competitor. This is a tag match.
Yeah.
He's a part of the tag match, though.
He's a part of it, but he's not the tag team. It's not just him. He has a partner. And I think
you don't think they train together?
It's going to be the downfall.
I think they train together. I think it might be.
We have a clip from them. Let's go ahead and play that to kind of see how they are both approaching this match.
Gotta bail this hay.
Meeks, what are you doing?
Driving.
Meeks, we have a match coming up. October 7th, Trey Derula, codename Flex. We got to come up with a game plan, and you're out here and you're playing farmer. We need to focus. We've already been through this. What are you doing?
All right. I got it figured out. I know you. Let's trust me. I got it. I got it figured out, bro. Just listen. We're gonna love people through wrestling.
Right back at square one.
Here, come on, brother. Come on, man. Come on. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Let's go this way. Let's go. Come on.
We're gonna talk about it.
Gotta bail this hay.
So clearly not on the same page. So they've got some work to do.
Corrected. Is that correct?
They're going to love people through wrestling.
That's tough. I get where he's coming from, but you can only go so far with love, especially in a ring where your goal is to hurt your opponent. So,
I would love for Steven Meeks to adopt some tough love through wrestling.
You might need to adopt a bear hug. That's what it sounds like.
I see the vision.
So yeah, that match is going to be good. We actually forgot about a match. This is a match I'm excited for as well. It is Isaiah Prince versus Gabriel Kai. Let's flash this graphic. Look at these two gentlemen, both fortified competitors, both looking to make a statement. Gabriel Kai coming off a loss against Bojack at the last show. A super strong showing though. It's not like he rolled over and let Bojack have it.
It's tough to lose to a guy and later that night see him become the world champion when you know you almost had him beat. That has to be tough. And Gabriel Kai has someone in his corner, Davin, who he's referring to it as asset protection. Yeah. He's looking to represent him in a way that I guess he was thinking that Gabriel Kai was not representing himself. And so this changes things a little bit for Gabriel Kai, I feel.
Yeah,
Gabriel Kai definitely has a wild card in his corner. Davin is very, very squirrely, but he's smart. So I'm excited to see how him being in Kai's corner is going to change his trajectory.
I think Gabriel Kai is probably, again, to use the same word, he's probably the favorite because he just came off a loss to Bojack. I think it matters very much who you lose to. So I'm not really allowed to pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if he won.
Yeah.
Something that's interesting is Gabriel Kai very much he wants back at Bojack. Like that's kind of this deal with the devil, and the details are in there. Is he wants his shot back at Bojack, and Davin thinks he can get him that opportunity. But that does not mean we overlook Isaiah Prince, he's a monster, guys. He is huge. I would never want to. He's scary guy.
Yeah, he is. But you still got the Joker Deuce with David Estacado.
Yeah.
I've seen this man pull rabbits out of his hat. Literally. Like the little Kango that he got, he pulled a rabbit out of it. It was crazy.
And it's not just llamas.
Yeah, so Codename Flex has used his expertise in the military, and somehow he has found his way onto this broadcast. So we're gonna take a second, and we're gonna.
Is he a hacker?
He might be a hacker. So we're gonna welcome to the podcast. This isn't a podcast. We're gonna welcome to the rundown a Mr. Codename Flex. Sorry.
Mr. Codename, sir. It's an honor.
Hello, Mr. Codename. How are you doing tonight? Glad we were able to get you on. Still a little worried about how you got in here. Do you know where we live? That's my first question.
I know a lot of things that would scare every one of you.
Okay.
Heard on that?
All right.
I'm a spy. Gathering info is my job.
Okay.
If you were a spy, are you supposed
Is that something you want to promote?
Yeah.
Maybe he's that good.
I'm a
That's
little
the great
scared.
thing about being a spy is not only do I know how to get information, I know how to protect it too, fellas.
Okay. Speaking of
good.
protect it, you've got a match coming up this Saturday. We just talked to your tag team partner Trey. We just heard a little bit from you, and we also just heard a little bit about your opponents. Where's your head at going into this match?
My head going into this match is I want to send a message with this match. This is also my debut with UPW, and first impressions are everything, right?
Yes.
And what I really want to impress upon Stephen Meeks and Grant Watts is how privileged they are. And what I mean by that is let's throw some context in. So Stephen Meeks wants to love everyone through wrestling. And I respect it. I get it. I understand it. Because I think all of you would agree everyone deserves love, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yes, sir.
did a head
Some.
nod? Didn't hear.
Right, yeah. So love is something, if you're truly giving it unconditionally, you give it freely. Doesn't matter if you don't like the person, doesn't matter what they look like, doesn't matter anything about them, you give it to them freely. And everyone deserves that. We agree. But that's also in a perfect world. We don't live in a perfect world. We live in a world where we do have war, where people die, where people get blown up, where people get shot, where plenty of men that I've served with have passed on. And so, Stephen, while I respect it, if you're watching this, you've got to get out of your little fantasy. And this match coming up on Saturday is to bring you back to the real world, because love cannot exist in war.
That's very well said.
Okay.
And your tag team specialist, you and your tag team partner Jim Stone have a lot of experience. What are you bringing from that connection into this match with Trey?
Hopefully not Trey turning on me as well. Let's start there.
Is that something you're worried about going into it?
I'd be lying to you if I said it's not in the back of my mind now that it's happened once. But as far as the experience that I'm bringing into this, Jim and I knew each other since high school. and that will work in our favor because when you know someone so well, you don't even really have to communicate through verbal cues all the time. You know, it's very equivalent to the military where we can be moving and we have to be quiet and just use hand signals, but we know what everything means. We could read each other's body language. We could read each other's facial expressions, tones, whatever, and know what we need to do next. I don't have that with Trey, but I'm also someone that knows how to read people. So as long as Trey can trust me the way I think that he does and understand that we do have a common goal uniting us, I think the experience of me being battle hardened is going to really come into play. I don't know if you saw my comment earlier. As an intel guy, I strategize. So as long as Trey can attack and attack hard, I think we can be a formidable team.
Awesome.
Definitely something we're going to look forward to. What do UPW fans have to look forward to Codename Flex walking through those rooms?
UPW fans, normally, I would say you need to be expecting your typical American soldier hero. You know, I come through the curtain, I'm marching, you know, I'm yelling airborne, jumping off the rope, doing my parachute landing. Everybody loves the guy in the military, but sometimes I think people don't understand is that they get more wrapped up in the idea of it and forget that I'm actually a human. Because how often do you think that I tell somebody I'm in the Army and they say immediately, thank you for your service? Every single time.
Yeah.
But is it genuine? Or is it just one of those things now that's just a societal norm that's just the same equivalent of bless you when you sneeze? I'm not actually trying to bless you, I'm just being polite. So are you just being polite? Do you actually care that I serve? Do you actually care about the sacrifices I make? Or do you live in such a privileged society that you forget what it takes to keep it that way?
Yep.
Understood.
Sometimes I have to be the anti-hero. Sometimes I even have to be perceived as the enemy. Either way, the mission's got to get done.
And we'll see if that mission gets done this Saturday at Uncensored. Thank you so much for your time. As we look to wrap up this show, there's one more match we need to talk about, and I'm very excited about this match. This is the match I am most excited about.
Yeah, and we will play a video for that match in just 1 second.
Roll that beautiful match footage.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Oliver Sawyer, October 7th.
Come on, man. October 7th, biggest match of my career. At this point, I feel like it's the biggest match of your career. Where you been at?
You step inside a professional wrestling ring with none other than the most educated feet in professional wrestling.
I mean, my God, you were, top of the world, undisputed. And you just vanished.
Oliver Sawyer will be the man of Bobby Fish put in the hospital and sent to the afterlife.
Man up. You're supposed to be one of the best in this business. So on October 7th, better see undisputed Bobby Fish. Because I guarantee you're going to see the pure dragon, Oliver Sawyer.
Hot damn.
Big fight feel.
Big fight feel. Of course. First off, Oliver Sawyer, I think is very up to this challenge. But it is going to be a challenge.
He is talking a big game. But the thing is, I don't think people realize how good Oliver Sawyer is. And he talks a lot, so people dismiss him. But I don't think anyone will dismiss when he's in the ring with one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. Bobby Fish, he's still that guy.
Yeah, of course.
I think that Oliver's right. Like, one of the things that was said on the podcast, or maybe even in private, sorry if it was, is that you would think that he grew up watching like Dean Malenko videos his entire life, but in fact did not really, but still just naturally is that. And so you would think like, who was Dean Malenko watching? So I don't know, but he just became him. And I feel like Oliver's kind of on that same path where he's not really, he's influenced by what he does do. A lot of the technical stuff that he actually do. He comes up with some innovative ways to stretch people out. I do enjoy watching his matches.
Of course, and we've got Jay back with us now.
And Jay, do you have any thoughts for Oliver Sawyer against Bobby Fish?
As the man who helped put this match together, bringing in Bobby Fish, what are you most excited about seeing?
I've been doing my research, and I slept on Oliver Sawyer. I will say that. Oliver Sawyer is a hell of a wrestler. I've been watching a lot of his videos on YouTube, Facebook. He's very talented. So he has his hands full with Bobby Fish, who is more experienced. He has a lot more training than he has. But Oliver Sawyer, I feel like he may have a chance. He may have a chance.
He's fought big time competitors before. He's been in the ring with Davey Richards, somebody of Bobby Fish's caliber, somebody who is technical, somebody who can beat you in all areas of the ring.
Right.
So he has this experience, but there's so much to be said about Bobby Fish, who's literally traveled the entire world, fought everybody in every style, and has that experience coming to this match, to where there's only so much that Oliver can do to prepare, because there's probably things that Bobby Fish has forgotten that Oliver Sawyer doesn't even know about.
Right.
Yeah. I think the beauty is that what helps Oliver is there isn't like a lot of tape on him for Bobby to watch, but Bobby's entire career is pretty much played out in front of our eyes on national television, so you can find rather much of his. I think a well-studied Oliver is a dangerous Oliver. I think I saw that in a couple of title matches that I've seen him in other promotions. I think he's on the level with a lot of the other up and coming people right now, the Jay Malakis, the Jackson Drakes of the world, these types of people. I think Oliver's like right there with them, if not like literally knocking on the door for sure. So I'm excited for this match. I wanted to get on here and make an argument that Oliver's somehow the favorite just because I want him to win. This is the one match where I'm happy to pick, even though it was a little bit more before he spilled beer on my wife. I will be honest about that. Like I might want to win a little less, or at least get his ass whooped a little bit before he ultimately wins.
It's going to be an uphill climb. Without a doubt, it's going to be a challenge for Oliver Sawyer. But this is a match that was supposed to happen a little over a year going back. This was a match that was supposed to happen, and that was taken away. And Oliver had to sit with that of, what if I got to wrestle Bobby Fish? What if I beat Bobby Fish? And he has a chance to do just that this Saturday. And I think he's determined. I think he's hungry. Bobby Fischer is one of the best wrestlers in the world, but you can't count out Oliver Sawyer. He talks a lot, and he said a lot about Bobby Fish, and he had a lot of opinions about Bobby Fish. And I don't think Bobby Fish took that lightly, and I think, honestly, he took it personally, and I would not want to piss off the man with the most educated feet in professional wrestling.
Yes, 2 PhDs, one on the left, one on the right.
Yeah. Do you guys think that correlates to dancing? I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna keep my portion short and sweet. Bobby Fish is gonna kick his head off, and we're all gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, Oliver is a guy that a lot of people want to see get his ass kicked. I'm rooting for Oliver, but I'd be lying if I said that he didn't have kind of an air of arrogance to him that makes a lot of people wish that they could see him get choked out.
You say arrogance. Some people say conceited. I say he is convinced.
Convinced.
He is convinced. He is convinced.
He's a religious man. He worships himself, guys.
Yeah.
Convinced.
I mean, we can really talk up about how, like, I think it'd be great if Oliver could get it done. But that's my opinion. The consensus on Oliver Sawyer is not a positive one. He is not a well-liked kid.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Oliver Sawyer is the equivalent of a Dallas Cowboy fan. If Oliver wins, we will never hear the end of it.
Yep.
I
That's
just want
perfectly
to put
put.
that in your ear.
That's about, yeah, that's right. That's accurate.
Yeah, 100%. This is going to be a match that, like, literally it's going to be like teacher versus the master. It's going to be Obi-Wan versus Anakin. I'm going to go nerd on us. It's going to be a match you're going to want to see. Somebody's going to lose a couple arms, just like in their revenge. Listen, I'm sorry.
I think this is going to be a match where people are going to have to maybe use at least one of our many sponsors, and that's probably Jackson Law Firm, because Oliver's definitely not just going to get his ass beat in front of everybody and just go home. I'm sure he'll have to get on the phone with Karen Jackson and get a case going.
He looks like he has a couple of lawyers on retainer. He definitely acts like he does. But you brought up our
Sponsor cigarillos after that, because everybody Chris.
Yeah. What's your guys' favorite cigarello? Let's talk about that. Anybody want to, if you're going to the tobacco, okay, so if you're going to the tobacco barn, what are you guys getting?
Good question.
What year is it? Like right now?
Whatever year you want it to be.
I'll probably just grab a hookah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, who doesn't love a good hookah?
Fair.
See, me personally, I am safe and sober on prom night. But for the people that I know who partake, backwoods is the way to go, from what I've heard.
Now, see, this is two Americas, Dutch Masters.
Okay.
I'm
gonna go with.
I like the ones with the little wood tips. I don't know what they are. I just know I like them.
Oh, he's talking about
Black and Mild.
Black and Mild.
I guess so.
Yeah, I would go with a Black and Mild Jazz.
Oh,
I've had a few drinks. If I'm feeling it, I'd probably give me a Black and Mild Jazz.
And speaking of the fun that jazz is, we're gonna have so much fun this Saturday. Uncensored UPW. It's gonna be the best time. It's a show that if I wasn't part of it, I would pay all the money in my bank account to see this card up and down. It's gonna be be the best show Raleigh has seen.
Yeah.
Actual fact.
So where can people get tickets again, Jay?
They can get them on Eventbrite. The ticket link is upwuncensored.eventbrite.com.
Okay. UPW. Is it UP? We say it again. I'm sorry.
It's upwuncensored.eventbrite.com.
That's easy enough. It's the name of the show. .eventbrite.com. Tickets are affordable. You can get meet and greet. You can meet Bobby Fish. You can meet all these guys. You can get autographs, get pictures. You can have fun for the whole family. There's literally a match on this card for every type of wrestling fan. And you guys are doing yourself a disservice if you're not going to be there. Meet and greet starts at 5. For those who don't have meet and greet, it starts at 6. And the show is going to start at 6:30. And like we said, there are so many good matches on this card. As soon as that first bell rings until the end of the night, you're going to be on the edge of your seat. And that's a guarantee. Or
snacks before 6:30, because 6:30 on the dot, we are live and we're throwing all types of smoke at you.
Yeah.
Right.
There'll be hot dogs there, right, Jay?
Yes, hot dogs.
Be hot dogs.
Chips, water, every concessions, the whole thing. But what I will say, like you all have said, this lineup is just so stacked. It's like you don't even want to get out your seat and go use the bathroom because you're going to miss something.
Yeah.
You know, this is how popular it is. So again, everyone get your tickets. Meet us there at 6:00. Come early if you can.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, and just to statement, UPW, we're taking over Raleigh. We're bringing wrestling on a consistent level back to Raleigh. We're bringing wrestling on a consistent, good basis back. And you guys aren't going to want to miss this event. You're not going to want to miss our November 11th event in Fayetteville.
November 12th.
Fayetteville.
You're not
gonna wanna miss.
Also a great show.
Yeah. Drew
Piper
Hood,
Honor.
Robert Martyr. Another stacked card. These guys, they're miracle workers. November 11th, Roberto Moss's wedding. So where can people get tickets to your wedding, Roberto?
You can't.
Okay.
Oh man. Talk about a private party.
You can't.
Can we get a Zoom link at least?
Yeah, we can do that. We can live stream it.
So come back.
We'll monetize it. I'm not above monetizing a wedding, bro.
Okay. Last but not least, let's just thank our sponsors one more time again. We've got Jackson Law Center. We've got the Tobacco Barn where you can go get your Black and Mild Jazz, or you can get your backwoods. You've got Flawless Entertainment, Fathers Reunited Inc. Worldwide, Just in Time Cleaning Solutions, Statewide Staffing, and Street Wars. Guns down, gloves up. Thank you so much for everybody who has watched us tonight. We are super excited to see you on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday.
Sábado gigante.